Hi, I'm Slothastic and welcome back on the Lion King Family Tree and Golden Trio series. You have been a lot to ask me to do the part 10 of the Lion King Family Tree and the part 2 of Golden Trio because these series are the same. And today I'm happy to present you the new episode of this series. I hope you will enjoy. So let's start now. Days had passed since Ash told Zio about his plan to create his own army to go to Pride Lands and defeat Jynx and his servants. Something Zio found rather stupid. And stupider when he heard what kind of animals Ash wanted to find. The greyish lion mentioned the hyenas. He really believed these nasty animals would follow him and would never try to betray him. Was Ash aware that no lions could really trust the hyenas? Many times Zio tried to talk to his best friend, telling him to give up. Maybe he should give up on Pride Rock. Why always fighting for a rock? The jungle was a fine place to live. Even Fleck himself had decided to give up on Pride Lands. Why did the king give up? Because Fleck was old, just like Nash and Sharp. But on top of that, he fought a lot to save Pride Rock. And he didn't have the strength to fight anymore. He was tired and injured. He just wanted peace. That decision got Ash extremely upset. Seeing the king of Pride Lands giving up on his kingdom was something he couldn't accept. The young lion didn't want to understand that sometimes it's better to let things go than to keep breaking yourself against something lost long ago. All the lions accepted Fleck's decision. They even think it was a sage decision. After all, Pride Rock is just a rock. There are many rocks out there, better rocks. They could easily find and claim another land, to start over, somewhere else, to build a new clan, a stronger one, a better one, and leave the rock to the cats and the evil lion. After all, Mist had decided not to stay to Pride Rock when she came back in the wildlife. And Sharp and Nash, they didn't stay to Pride Rock either. They have always lived into the jungle. Look at them today. They are fine, healthy. Okay, they are old, but they are still alive. Fleck fought for the rock. Rocco fought for the rock. Colmech fought for the rock. Saphira fought for the rock. And look at them today. Fleck is badly injured on the left front leg. Colmech's face is full of scars. Rocco is dead. And Saphira, well, no one has news about her. Some rumors say she joined Jynx's clan and walked along his side. Some other rumors say she got killed by Jynx after refusing to be his lioness. And today, the evil lion would use her and Rocco's corpse as mattress. Colmech didn't know what to do. He loved Saphira dearly. He wanted to know what happened to her, but he was scared to find out that Saphira might have turned evil. This would be terrible. He asked his king what to do, and Fleck gave him the advice to give up. Saphira was probably dead anyway. It'd been a year since the Battle of Pride Rock happened. In a year, Saphira would have found a way to get free. If she didn't, it was because one of these rumors was right. Saphira might have turned evil or died. It'd been hard for Colmech to accept the king's words at first. Giving up on the love of his life, this was something really hard for him. He never been lucky in love anyway. First lioness he felt for got stolen by Rocco. And now the lioness he wanted to grow old with got stolen by Jynx. Love wasn't made for him. That was a fact. The more time passed in the jungle, and the more the lions were getting used to the fact they would never walk on Pride Rock ever again. But the more time passed, and the more Nash felt bad. He was changing, getting ruder to others, as if he was slowly turning evil. He was somewhat linked to Jynx. They used to be in the same team, fighting together, getting cursed together. Nash was still cursed, and would always be. His eyes were the proof of his curse. They were red as the blood. Nobody ever found a way to free the poor lion from his curse. And now he was getting crazy, mean, and almost dangerous. Even Elvis, Nash's favorite lion, couldn't understand him anymore. That sudden change of attitude kind of scared Charles. He used to hate his younger brother, but now all he wanted was to protect him, to be a real big brother for him, and now he couldn't do anything for his little brother. Plus Nash knew that his new attitude was hurting his family and friends, but he couldn't help it. It was despite him. This nightmare would never stop. So one morning, as everybody was still asleep, Nash got up, walked to the border of the jungle where the river was ending into the big and magnificent waterfalls. He looked at the river. He could see himself through the water. Ash, living on the borders of the jungle, noticed this familiar lion, frowning and annoyed to see Nash here again. The young lion walked up to Nash, asking him what he was doing here and if he was once again going to defend Jynx. Nash kept looking at his reflection in the water, not answering. This attitude intrigued the grayish lion, who walked closer. But once close enough, Nash jumped on him, attacking the young lion. Really bad at fighting, Ash tried to defend himself as much as he could, and he finally succeeded to push Nash away, making him fall into the water. But the river stream was strong. Nash tried to swim back to the river bank, but it was too hard. The river was taking him away, and fast, leading him to the falls. Ash looked at the scene, encouraging Nash to get back on the land, running on the river bank to follow the other lion. In a last eyes contact, Nash gave up, knowing his hand was closed, and that it was probably the best thing for him. Then he disappeared, taken away by the river. Ash didn't stop, running to the edge of the river, looking down to see if Nash would have survived the waterfall. But he never saw anything. The older lion didn't survive. Ash killed Nash despite of him. He didn't know what he should do, tell the clan or keep this secret. He decided to keep the secret. After all, he didn't have anything to say to the clan. He wasn't a part of it anymore. Nash tried to attack him. He had to defend himself. And after all, Nash was older now. If they asked where he is, Ash would say the older lion probably wanted to leave, and that maybe he joined Jynx. All the grayish lion had to do was to pretend nothing ever happened. And for that, the best to do was to leave the jungle. The further he would be from his family, the better it would be. And anyway, he had a mission: to find the hyenas. Returning to his den, He found Kira and Zio there once again. It really wasn't the best time for them to be here. Asking his friends what they were doing here again, Zio told him they brought him food again. They were always bringing him food because in reality, Mist was asking them to. She was scared that her son wouldn't find food on his own. And since Ash refused to see her, she only could ask Zio and Kira to do it for her. Talking about Kira, the young lioness noticed something new on her friend. A scratch. A bleeding scratch. She quickly asked him what happened. He should have known that she would ask him. He quickly had to find an excuse, so he decided to tell them he tried to jump on a rock but failed, and in his fall, he injured himself. That was odd for the lioness. This excuse sounded bad and rather stupid, but Ash confirmed it was the truth, so she didn't ask more. After eating, Ash told his two friends that he would leave today to go find these hyenas, asking them if they were coming. Kira said yes without thinking. She would always help Ash if he needed her. But Zio didn't say anything. He wanted to help Ash, yet as the future leader of the wild, he didn't want to leave his clan. But Kira couldn't imagine living without Zio. They needed him, even if Ash was saying otherwise. The young lioness begged Zio, who ended up to accept, even if he didn't want to. Once everybody got ready, the three young lions left the jungle behind them, traveling through the African lands looking for the hyenas. After crossing the desert, they arrived to the entrance of the gorge. They had no other choices than getting in to find a way to reach the plains. Zio didn't like the gorge. The walls made of rock were so huge. He felt like trapped, a feeling he wasn't used to since the jungle felt more like freedom than a trap. The more they were walking through the gorge and the closer they were getting to a new problem. A crossroad of three different paths. Stopping, the three friends looked at all the different ways. Kira said they should stick together, not to get lost. Zio said they should return to the jungle, which made Ash glare at him before saying they all should take one path. Sighing, his two friends ended up doing what the greyish lion said. Kira took the path on the right and Zio the left one. Ash continued on the front one. They didn't know yet that Kira's idea was probably the best one. Mumbling, Zio was really annoyed by Ash. The more time passed and the more the two lions couldn't handle each other. He was walking, talking out loud at how Ash was annoying when he suddenly heard giggles. Looking up, he saw a greyish thing running off. He could swear it was a hyena. With no hesitation, the yellowish lion rushed after the animal. Kira, on her side, wasn't reassured. She didn't like to be separated from her friends, especially in an unknown environment. As she was going deeper through the gorge, she suddenly felt followed. Turning around a few times, she couldn't see anything when she suddenly heard a voice, asking her why she was speeding up like this. Was she scared? At that, Kira turned around and saw a white lioness walking behind her and up to her. She looked like a ghost with the devil eyes. Ash was walking, not scared of anything, and well decided to find a way to get out from here. He wasn't really looking around himself, way too focused on his mission, when suddenly a voice called out for him, asking why he was in such a hurry. Frowning, Ash looked in the direction of the voice to see a lion, laid on a rock under a tree. The brown lion asked Ash again, but the grayish lion didn't answer and decided to keep walking, as if that new lion was going to stay with no answers. Getting up, he started to follow Ash, which the grayish lion got annoyed with. Stopping all of a sudden, Ash told the unknown lion to stop following him. Of course, the brown lion smirked a little and asked Ash if he could fight. He noticed the scar on Ash's shoulder. That was a ridiculous scratch according to the new lion, which made him bet that Ash was really bad at fighting. Of course, attacking Ash's ego wasn't good. Lying, the grey lion told the other male that he was the best fighter. Of course, that made the brown lion laugh. He then walked to get in front of Ash, blocking the way, telling him that if he wanted to go further to the gorge and to get out from there, he had to fight. Ash asked who that lion is, and the brown lion's answered. His name was Kifo, the guardians of the gorge, and if Ash wanted to continue his trip, he would have to fight. This was the episode 10 of the Lion King family tree and the episode 2 of Golden Trio. I hope you enjoyed it. As you know, most of the time I'm giving you a goal to get the next episode, but I'm never really saying it into the video. So today I've decided to say it in the video. The goal to get the episode 11 of this series is 4,000 likes on this video and 100,000 views on this episode. And I know we can do it because we are the best army on YouTube and the best family. Also, if you want to be a part of this family and if you want to be able to see more of my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Subscribe to it, and subscribe to it. And once you subscribe to it, don't forget to activate it, the notification bell, because if you want to know when I post video, you need to click on this bell and it will tell you right away when I post a new video, so you won't miss any episode of the Lion King family tree. You can also share with your friend, because the more we are seeing those videos and the happier the Slothastic family is. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, because one like is one step closer to the episode 11, and I know you can do it. This was Slothastic on the Lion King family tree and Golden Trio series, and I'm gonna see you soon, guys, for another video. Bye bye and take care.